Hey YouTube, Unicornpiper. It's I got a busy day today, late in the day, after supper. Sun's gonna go down soon. Smoking my tea Cristiano, Canadian, that I won from Unicornpiper, the Canadian Box Pass contest. It's an amazing pipe. I love it. I can only think of one downside to this pipe, is that the bowl might be too big, which is fine. That's not really a downside. The pipe smokes great. It doesn't gurgle. So anyway, I just got half bowl. I just stick half bowl in it. It's a great pipe for half bowls. And I'm smoking Ennerdale. It's a weird one for me, Ennerdale. In a weird mood. My last video was kind of funny, man. I've been watching it. I went all out and did the morning ritual and started talking about feelings. I'm only used to one feeling. My friends, I had a blonde mohawk. I gave myself a mohawk one time and I dyed it blonde, so they called me Vanilla Rage. It was funny. Well, yeah, this is for all my Atlantic Canadian buddies out there. Moosehead Lager. I don't drink, but every time you buy a dozen Moosehead, you get a free mug. So, man, I got some pile of these mugs. Still have some. I'm just drinking purple water. But anyway, yeah, so I was spilling out all this shit about what's going on in my life. And speaking of which, anyway, Ways of Java made a comment on my video. Right, up at us, I've been writing music. I've been getting into writing songs and stuff. Oh man, look at my fingers. You can see the dents. Look at the dents in them from playing acoustic, and I don't play acoustic. I'm all Gibsons all the time. So I've been just sitting in the living room with the acoustic, writing freaking sappy songs. And he's like, man, that story that I told, it was, a story about a chick. He goes, that story that you told, he goes, you ever hear Black by Pearl Jam? And it was Waves of Java who said it. It's like, have you ever heard Black by Pearl Jam? I'm going to have to say yes. This was released in '91. And yeah, I've heard it many times. I was drinking in these days, man. Yeah, looking at these songs, and I got this actually on my phone. I got it, there. Check this out. It's just funny that he said it. Right? We used to jam Jeremy all the time. I love jamming that song. It's a great song. It's kind of unique drum beat to it, so it's always hard to find a drummer that can pull it off, unless they got to be, it's not your regular 4/4 kind of drumming. But yeah, Pearl Jam songs aren't that hard. So anyway, he goes, I don't listen to lyrics because I play guitar, so I listen to guitar most. When I listen to music, it's not about, if I want to hear a story, I'll listen to like Harry Chapin. Taxi. Fucking amazing. Like, the storytelling is amazing. Let me get back to that. So anyway, I don't listen to lyrics very often, and I know the song Black, but I had no idea. I actually read the lyrics, so it's like, oh yeah, fuck, I can relate to that, Christ. So anyway, I sat down last night, not even realizing it, and I was strumming through some chords, trying to come up with something new, and I was flipping between E major and A major, which is weird. I don't usually play in major keys. E major, A major. And then all of a sudden it dawned on me, it's like, Jesus Christ, man, that's the rhythm. That's kind of like the song Black. So I looked up Black online, and then I started jamming it and going, oh my God, this would work perfect on the acoustic. And I read the words and went, oh my God, yeah. So I've been in there singing it, man, and playing it. And it's like, I'm going to try to I want to do a video of doing Black. I want to get two people, though. I want to get two guitars. I want to get some harmonizing going. So I want to record it. So Waves of Java, thanks for that, man. That's freaking cool. Gonna do some Pearl Jam there, man. Getting into the words a bit. But when I listen to words, I'll listen to, say, Harry Chapin, Taxi, Cats in the Cradle, you know. Taxi's an amazing song, man. What you know? It was raining hard in Frisco. It's a freaking great song. He's a cab driver. I don't know if you ever heard it, but you should check it out. It's weird for me because it's not my style of music. I say that all the time, but I listen to so much different music. You know, I like my new wave of British heavy metal, but I like my old fucking 70s Sabbath and shit like this. But you know, it's a song about him. He's a taxi driver. He picks up a fare. He recognizes her from his old days. He had a crush on her, kind of thing, and you know, and then they're talking about where their life is now and how they're kind of telling the story, and you know, so you were going to be an actress, and I was going to learn to fly. You went off to find footlights, and I went off to get high. Anyway, something like that. Fucking great, man. Great story. Great storyteller. And I want to mention storytelling because I noticed a few people did some VRs for my giveaway. This isn't a video about my giveaway, but if you check it out, put up a video. I made it simple. But speaking of storytelling, Cobbit of the Shire, he did 2 videos. Part of my giveaway is there's a lot of different ways you can do it, and one of it was tell a story that you're a fisherman, and he did. And I watched that story. I watched him do the video of him telling a story of being in the 1700s, coming to Canada to fish whales, and I gotta give you kudos, man. That was friggin' fantastic. Your storytelling is superb. I was encapsulated by the story. I played it for a friend of mine. I said, "What's this, man?" And it's like, wow, man, that man, it's just the way you speak, the way you get, like, I pictured you pounding the ocean in a dory with a harpoon going after whales, right? Anyway, around here, you'd be, in these parts, it would probably be pilot whales or minke whales. But anyway, that's besides the point. You know, we hunt baby seals in Canada, okay? I know that's not politically correct, but how do you like that? Yeah, people whale around here. Not around here, but people, there's people that hunt whale. And they don't hunt it to sell it, they hunt it to live. And it's a very high cholesterol diet, very high in fat, and it has, these people who eat these kinds of diets have some of the lowest percentages of heart disease because of all of the omega-3 fatty acids that are found in cold saltwater fish, herring, mackerel, and whale, even though whales are mammal. But Cobbit of the Shire, man, you told the story and it was friggin' superb. And then you did, I showed my buddy, I showed my 81-year-old mother, I said, "Watch this guy tell us this story, Mom." And she couldn't believe it. She was like, "Oh my God, you can just sit there and fucking watch you, tell stories, man. Fantastic. Fantastic." I've watched your videos, and the way your demeanor is great. And then you did that second video, man, and you said a little bit about me, and you pegged me to a T, and I showed my buddy, and it was just like you know me. One of the, I've got this big rough hard exterior, and I just say things what's on my mind. I don't script these videos. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Today I did. I want to talk about Pearl Jam, and now all of a sudden I'm into Cobbit of the Shire and Waves of Java. I had planned that, but all of a sudden the words Harry Chapin came out, storytelling, and then I said I'm going to come back to that because this isn't scripted. This is just me shooting the shit with my pipe buddies. Okay? And this is just how I do my videos. Not very often I script them. And I say what's on my mind. One thing that struck me funny, he said, I know deep down inside you got a big heart. It's like, yeah, I do. Everybody knows that, man. Like all the women I used to work with, they'd say, you're just a big teddy bear and all this shit, right? But somebody told me today about my heart, and you know what? There's pros and cons to it, right? I put up a front. Put up this big, tough, rough exterior, but it's not really what I'm like. And he figured it out. Doesn't even know me. But anyway, man, that was some great storytelling. You have a gift. And the same as you, I watch your videos, but I don't always comment. I watch them. I don't always like your jokes, though. But yeah, I dug out the old Pearl Jam, man. Holy shit, eh? That's freaking something else. Oh, I like this tobacco. I'm still on my very first can. I've had it quite a while, and it's unique, man. If you've never smoked Ennerdale, give it a shot, man. You're in for a treat. I guess you love it or hate it. So thanks to Unicornpiper for the pipe, man. This thing's great friggin' smoker. Ways of Java, thanks for influencing, getting me, make me listen to this CD again. You know, now I've been in there all afternoon. What was I playing last night? I was trying to work out something new. I've been playing. I got the electric. I got a way to hook my electric into my computer, and I got software that can emulate different amps because it's kind of hard to go into my basement to practice because I use all tube amps and they're like fucking huge amps, and they're loud as hell. You know, I want to be sitting there 11 o'clock at night because it'll come out. You'll hear it through the house, right? The cops will be at my door. So I use a software called Guitar Rig, and I use I call it a Surface. It's a digital audio workstation software along with an interface to plug instruments in your guitar with sliders and stuff. Give me a sec. 1 second. Give me a second. So then let's go in for a minute. So Mom's out there trying to talk to me. I'm doing my video. And then she doesn't realize that, just give me a second, and she'll start talking about friggin' what she's having for supper or something, and doesn't realize I'm doing a video. Anyway, I was playing some ZZ Top, trying to learn ZZ Top songs and stuff. And it's pretty cool. And I picked up the acoustic, and then he told me about this song, and I said, man, I got to do that song. I've heard it a million times. I just never listened to the lyrics, so that's awesome. Anyway, thanks, guys. Those two dudes, and Unicornpiper for the pipe. And I'm gonna try to keep my personal shit out of my videos because you don't want to hear that crap. I don't really want to share it. I can't believe I friggin' did that. Oh well, I left it up there. It was real. You know, it's kind of unique, but. Anyway, lots of shit going on in my life and learn how to cope. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.